express my sincere appreciation for launching the proceeding of the 17th National Research Conference organized by Swami Vivekananda Institute of Aesthetic Studies, Eastern University, Sri Lanka. The next event lineup in today's agenda is the introduction of this keynote speaker. For introducing our keynote speaker, Professor Anguran Dutta, the Director, Swami Vivekananda Culture Center, High Commission of India, Colombo, Professor on Lian, Depth of Communication and Journalism, Guwahati University, and Managing Trustee of ARMT. I kindly invite Mrs. Yasantini Godfrey, Assistant Librarian, SVIAS.
Good evening, distinguished guests, fellow researchers, esteemed colleagues, participants, and my dear students. It is both an honor and privilege to introduce today's one of the keynote speaker, Professor Anguran Dutta. Professor Dutta is a highly esteemed scholar and media educator, currently serving as the director of Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center at the High Commission of India in Colombo, Sri Lanka. In this capacity, he holds the diplomatic rank of First Secretary representing Indian Council for Cultural Relations under the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. With an academic career spanning nearly 2 decades, Professor Dutta has made significant contribution to the field of communication and journalism. Most notably, he served as a head of the Department of Communication and Journalism at Harvard University in India. His influence, however, extends far beyond the boundaries as he has actively engaged in academic and media-related activities around countries such as Bangladesh, Canada, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and Maldives. In recognition of his exceptional work, Professor Dutta was honored with a prestigious national award for outstanding efforts in science and technology communication in year 2018. His commitment to using media as a tool for social development is evident in his founding of North East India's first community radio service, a pioneering initiative that continues to empower local communities. His research expertise spans key areas such as global media, community communication, and health communication, making him a respected figure in this field. Professor Datta's international experience further underscores his standing as a global thought leader. He has held a fellowship at York University in Canada and served as a program officer at the Commonwealth of Learning, where he contributed to the advancement of educational policies and communication strategies across diverse contexts. As an accomplished author and editor, he has published over 80 study materials and 350 articles, significantly enriching literature on media and communication. Today, we are privileged to have Professor Dutta with us to share his insights on fostering arts in multicultural milieu, India to Sri Lankan experience. Please join with me welcoming him to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the generous introduction. Honorable Vice Chancellor of Eastern University, Professor V. Kanagasingam, the Chair of the conference, Director of Swami Vipulananda Institute of Aesthetic Studies, Professor Florence Bharati Kennedy, the former Vice Chancellor of Babunia University, Professor T. Mangaleswaran, former Vice Chancellor of Tamil Nadu, Dr. J. Jayalalita University of Art and Performing Arts, Professor Gurumurthy, all esteemed delegates from India and Sri Lanka and also from different other countries, the faculty members of the university as well as Swami Vipulananda Institute, the organizing committee, researchers, students, ladies and gentlemen. Vanakkam, Ayubovan, Namaskar. This podium is not a new podium for me, as the director has rightly mentioned. In almost like 2 years service in Sri Lanka, I have visited a couple of times here to Swami Vipulananda Institute, and always I can't say no to Professor Bharati and also to Professor Kanagasingam for any events organized at the Eastern University, either in Betikulu and also in Trincomalee campus. Thank you so much for inviting me again. Today also is a very auspicious day. I wish you all in the occasion of Navaratri and Durga Puja. This puja commemorates the divine spirit of Goddess Durga, who is a symbol of power, strength, and protection. So the topic is very relevant, and my job is already actually curtailed by all the previous speakers who have spoken very nicely on different aspects of this theme. But I'm going to highlight only a few. Maybe there may be some of the repetitions, as the Vice Chancellor has already informed about the research. The Director has already informed about various other technological advancements with the aesthetics, and Professor Mangaleswaran has already spoken about artificial intelligence. So I'm just going to share a few thoughts of mine on this particular topic. In today's globalized world, society are increasingly becoming multicultural, where diverse cultures, traditions, and values coexist, interact, and influence one another. This rich tradition of cultural diversity presents both challenges and opportunities in the realm of arts. At the same time, rapid advancements in technology are transforming the way art is created, consumed, and distributed. This is very important, that the arts are created, how the arts are created, and also consumed by the people, and at the same time that how the arts are distributed among the people. And so in all these three processes, now all they are technology driven. The fusion of multiculturalism and technology holds immense potential to foster artistic innovation and cultural understanding, shaping new dimensions for the arts in the 21st century. As Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore said, art, I quote, "Art, when inspired by love and guided by knowledge, moves the soul towards the divine. Art and aesthetics are the delicate threads that weave divinity, meaning, and emotions into the fabric of human experience. Through art, the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary, and the tangible finds expression. Aesthetics, with its deep appreciation for harmony, form, and color, shapes how we perceive the world, guiding us to see the sublime in simplicity and profound in fleeting moments. Together, art and aesthetics elevate the human spirit, allowing us to connect with something greater than ourselves. Whether it is a serenity of a painting, the rhythm of music, or the grace of a sculpture. In this union, we find a mirror of our own emotions, dreams, and reflection of the beauty that resides both in the world and within us. That is why great philosopher Sri Aurobindo, he mentioned the highest aim of art is not to reflect external world, but to reflect the inner world of the soul. So, art, as we always say, that this is the most important aspect, that we have different, it is a multilinguistic society, both the countries, India and Sri Lanka. As you all aware that you have in Sri Lanka, there are three major languages apart from Sinhala and Tamil, and also English is used as an important language. But in India is more multilingual country. So we have thousands of languages as a dialect that people use, and also there are 22 official languages recognized by the Constitution of India apart from Hindi and Sanskrit. I would like to mention here that very recently that Tamil, of course Tamil was considered as a classical language of India in the year 2004. In between from 2004 to 2014, 6 languages were considered as the classical languages, including Tamil, Sanskrit, then Telugu, Malayalam, Kannada, and Oriya. These 6 languages were considered already as the classical language. And very recently, only the last week, 5 more Indian languages were recognized by the government of India as a classical language, and including Assamese, Bengali, Marathi, Pali, and Prakrit. So these 5 languages were also considered as classical language. So the main condition to become a classical language, that the language should have the literary tradition for over 1,500 years. So in this particular multilingual society, art is considered as a universal language. So it has no particular, it is not required to read separate kind of knowledge required. So it is a universal language. Art as a universal language has always played a significant role in fostering communication, empathy, and understanding among diverse groups. In a multicultural society, the arts serve a bridge that connects different cultural identities, providing an inclusive platform for expression of dialogue, whether through visual arts, music, theater, or dance. Cultural exchange can enrich communities and deepen their appreciation of each other's. In such context, multiculturalism fosters artistic creativity by allowing artists to draw upon multiple cultural influences. For example, an artist from South Asian background might blend traditional motifs with contemporary styles, resulting in a unique fusion that appeals to a broad audience. Similarly, cross-cultural collaborations where artists from different cultural knowledge backgrounds work together can generate new forms of artistic expressions, breaking conventional boundaries. Art plays a crucial role in celebrating and preserving the multicultural fabric of both India and Sri Lanka, where diverse ethnicities, languages, and religions coexist. In India, the fusion of regional art forms ranging from intricate temple carving of Tamil Nadu to the vibrant folk dances of Assam showcases the country's pluralistic heritage. Similarly, Sri Lanka's artistic tradition, influenced by Sinhala, Tamil, Moor, and Burgher communities, reflect the island's rich cultural diversity. Through festivals, music, paintings, and the crafts, art in both nations become a powerful medium for cross-cultural dialogue, fostering unity while honoring distinct identities. Whether through Buddhist murals, Carnatic music, or Bharatnatyam or Kandyan dances, the arts bridge gaps, providing platform for cultural exchange and mutual respect. In this way, art nurtures understanding and solidarity in the multicultural landscape of India and Sri Lanka. As it has already been mentioned about the technology into art, so technology has revolutionized the arts, providing new tools for creating and offering unprecedented access to diverse artistic traditions. With the advent of social media, digital platform, digital reality, artificial intelligence, the arts have evolved into a more dynamic and interactive form. Technology allows artists to experiment with digital tools, multimedia and hypermedia formats, and virtual spaces, pushing the boundaries of artistic expression. For instance, 3D modeling software, digital painting programs, AI-generated art-enabled creative works that were previously unimaginable. Musicians can now compose and produce songs using advanced softwares, while filmmakers use cutting-edge CGI and VFX to bring their visions to life. Technology has democratized the arts, making artistic tool more accessible to a wider population and enabling collaboration across geographical borders. So, in the topic that arts in the multicultural milieu serve as a lively expression of diversity, blending various cultural influences to create unique forms of creativity. If we go for, like as it has already been mentioned by the previous speakers about the visual exhibitions and the global reach. Now, earlier the art were confined only in the galleries and also in the performing concert halls. But nowadays it is not like that, it is go beyond. I would like to give a small example here. How not only the art, even the people can communicate. People can reach to from one place to another. As it was already mentioned that I was very closely associated with the community radio movement in India, and I founded the first community radio of the northeastern India in the year 2009. So there is a community radio in a rural place of Assam. So, and in as you all know that Assam or the whole India, of course, that is very ethnically diverse. So in Assam also there is a community called Hajong community. It's a very small community. So that radio station, they started multilingual programs through that through one program. So after some time, the community members of Hajong community is very limited, only like 200,000 people in the entire community. It's a very small community. So they started programming 1 hour in their own language, once in a week. So a small guy, he was only in 9th standard. When he was listening, he is also from that particular community. He was listening to the programs. They used to sing in their own language. They used to tell the stories in their own language, in Hajong language. And he started recording of that when the program is broadcast through the radio. So he used to record in the radio, from the radio, and he created a Facebook page and uploaded all these programs. And after some time, you won't believe that, after some time, the Hajong community scattered in some other countries like in Bangladesh and Cambodia, they came together into the same platform. They never knew that all the same community people are scattered in these three, 4 countries. So this is the means benefit and opportunities of the technology, use of technology for our language, culture, and all art and aesthetics. The next important point is the digital storytelling. If you see that art, I'm a student of media and communication, and so being a communication person, I always say that all these are like art is also a form of communication. All different arts, different forms of arts and aesthetics are different forms of communication. So our forefathers, our earlier people, they used to use different arts. If we go through the rock arts, then that was the way of communicating to the people. Okay, so all the folk performing arts, folk media, we call it as a folk media, they were earlier tools used for the communication. So in the communication, what is the basic thing is the storytelling. Art and aesthetics, all different forms, their also basic objective is to tell a story in different ways. So in a painting, also they tell a story. In a performance, also they tell a story. And in different ways, basically it is telling a story. So that is why it is very important that in the digital platform that we can utilize the digital platform, we can tell the stories for the larger audience, for the global audience. Another important point is the collaborative, collaborative projects. It is already mentioned by all the other speakers. So how we can collaborate in different ways. I am so happy to see the performances at the very beginning. The first performance was a collaboration of the Bharatanatyam and Kandyan dance. Okay, it is a collaboration. It is in the multicultural society. This is the most beautiful thing in a multicultural society. So it is a collaboration of two different dance forms together in the same platform. And just before my speech, it was a beautiful, mesmerizing performance of 4 classical dance forms of India: Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Odissi, and Kathak. So in India, there are total 8 classical dance forms. All these 4 classical dance forms are Bharatanatyam is considered one of the oldest classical dance form. Kuchipudi, Mohiniyattam, Kathakali. These are the dance forms from the South Indian region. And 4 dance forms: Kathak, Satriya, Manipuri, and Odissi. These are basically from the northern and the eastern part of India. So all 8 classical dance forms, out of 8 classical dance forms, 4 classical dance forms were performed in a fusion such beautifully. It is really mesmerizing performance, and I really would like to congratulate the faculty members, students, and also the university authority and the director for doing such a beautiful collaboration. I would like to refer here one more collaboration that I have recently seen. Why technology can be useful more, I am just telling you another example. Chitra Sena Dance Company, they collaborated with Nrityagram Dance Ensemble of Bangalore. Okay, both the dance companies, they collaborated in a dance production called Ahuti. In that dance production, not necessarily they were staying there in India for a long time, or the Indian group also in Colombo or in Sri Lanka. So they, of course, they visited both the places, but they utilized the digital platform and they produced such a beautiful dance production called Ahuti, and that became not only popular in India, and also it was performed in Sri Lanka, but also in many Western countries, and there are so many performances in the United States and different other countries. So this can be possible. This was possible only because of the advancement of the technology that we utilize nowadays. So if we, because now we with the different video teleconferencing system that we can do practice together. So I would like to request the institute and also the university that we can collaborate, we can produce some more such kind of programs between both the countries. The artists from Sri Lanka and artists from India together, we can collaborate and not visiting each other, and finally they may come once for the final production, and also these students can go and there they can perform. So in preserving cultural heritage also, it is digitizing the histories and the folklore. It is only can, just imagine a few years back, it is not very old, even only a few years back, that in radio, we have just completed 100 years of radio broadcasting in South Asia. The first radio broadcasting was started in 1923 in India, and in Sri Lanka also almost similar time, and Radio Ceylon was started in 1925. So in 100 years history, until a few years back, 20-30 years back, there was no provision for the recording of the programs. So they were live. For example, in All India Radio called Akashvani, so I read a beautiful article when one person has shared his experience that the newsreader was ready to read the news, and in another studio, a dance group, they are ready with harmonium and all tabla, because immediately after this news, completion of the news, they have to sing everything live. There was no recording facilities until a few years back. So just imagine that with only advancement of technology now, not only we can preserve, we can disseminate, and also now it is only that is why it is possible that we can do something here, and the audience can be anyone from the planet, from sitting anywhere in the world. I would like to refer here. Before joining, of course, this project is still going on with the help of University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA. So we started a project digitizing photographs, old photographs. So I found one particular photograph in a northeastern state called Meghalaya. So he's an amateur photographer, and he took 15,000 photographs in 6 decades in all 8 Indian states. He has the ethnography of all ethnic communities in the northeastern region in 7 states. It is very popularly known as the 7 Sisters. We have 357 different ethnic groups and social groups with their own language, with their own culture, with their own traditions. So that particular photographer, he recorded in 6 decades time, and we successfully created the inventory in 2 years times of all his 15,000 photographs, and now we have started digitizing all these photographs. So preservation is only possible with the technology. Otherwise, that many of the folk art forms we lost. Why? Because we couldn't preserve in those days. I'm not going to take much of your time, but last one thing, that artificial intelligence, it is the buzzword that we use everywhere nowadays whenever it is a social science conference or any conference, so artificial intelligence should be there. Artificial intelligence advantages are enormous. You can't imagine that the advantage. Now you can write a drama, okay, sitting in your room, in 15 minutes time, you can just, if you give a good prompt to the artificial intelligence like ChatGPT, if you give good prompt, then you can just write the drama in half an hour, 15 minutes time. Even recently, I was participating in a very interesting course. It is on the film appreciation. It is conducted by World's Film Critics Organization. And there was also, it is discussed that many a time nowadays in the pre-production stage of the filmmaking is not only in the pre-production, it is artificial intelligence is now used in all different phases. I hope that you heard about the name of Oscar awardee Satyajit Ray. Satyajit Ray is a very, very renowned filmmaker of India. So he was a very renowned artist too. Before his first film was released in 1955 called Pather Panchali, so he was a creative director in an advertising agency. So that's why he used to create, and when he used to prepare the storyboard, he used to draw that how the shot to be taken. So the entire shot is basically illustrated by him before he used to go. Now you do not require to do this. If you give a good prompt, the script will be written even giving very colloquial name all of your own community, and even how the shots to be categorized, how the shots to be storyboard to be prepared, even the storyboard will also be prepared, and after storyboard all the VFX and in the post-production stage also you can utilize them all artificial intelligence. So, and with this, I am coming again a little bit, but of course it is already discussed about the usage of the social media platforms. We have a range of different social media platforms. So nowadays, it is whatever you are creating, immediately it will not be stuck inside of your gallery. It will be immediately go to the global audience. For example, there's a beautiful paintings have already been created by the students of the institute, and I have seen that the entire premise is decorated with the beautiful paintings. They are not confined in particular. Within, I think already it is gone, or otherwise also within a couple of hours time, all these paintings, everything will be in the global platform. A person from Mexico can also see. Any from any place, anywhere in the world, so the people can access all this information nowadays. That is the advantage of the social media, that you are not only, that you no need to go for booking a gallery for your own exhibition, or to perform your concert. You can do anything without even with a chroma key. I hope that many of you know that chroma key, that's a green screen used for the recording. If you use a green chroma key and if you sing, and after some time you can also edit that portion, the chroma, the green screen you can edit, and you can just project that you have performed in front of Taj Mahal, in front of White House. Okay, so anywhere it can be possible, but there are some challenges now. So because we are discussing academically on this particular topic, we have to discuss not only the advantages or the opportunities, but at the same time that we have to mention about the challenges. As I discuss about the artificial intelligence, how the artificial intelligence, the contents are created. The machine has any intelligence? No, the machine hasn't any intelligence. The machine cannot even create a name. Whatever you are uploading in the internet, these are the sources, and these are the sources taken by this AI software and finally produce a different one. Here there is a very big challenge, that whatever we are creating from the social media, number one, there is a problem with that, who is the author? Are you the author? In 10 minutes time you have written a research paper. Can I give you the credit as an author? Or the artificial intelligence software be the author? So we do not know who is the author basically. So you have just given some prompt and you have written. But the problem is not like that. Problem is more serious. We take a photograph and we upload in our all different social media. Right? Whatever you are creating, for example, you have produced a kind of a painting, you immediately took a photograph and uploaded in the social media. Do you know you do not have the copyright with you? If you are already uploading in a social media platform, you have given the copyright to that particular social media. You have already given the copyright also to the social media platform. So you do not have the copyright. If that social media company is going to use your photograph, you can't claim. When you can claim? If the same photograph or same poem is used by another person, only you can claim. But the company you cannot claim, because it is already you yourself only uploaded, knowing the facts that the copyright will be with them. And this artificial intelligence software, they take all the substance, they take all the information from your uploaded creativity and they produce something different and present to you, and earning money. By uploading all these paintings, I find very, so sorry, I'm just, because lot of students are here, I would like to really request you, whenever you are uploading any painting or any dance performance, you please give something, watermark or something there. Why? It is because that it can be utilized in a different way. Because once you upload that painting or any creative art, that will be, you have already given the copyright to that particular company. Okay, so that is very, very important. And also that another big challenge is that the technological resources are not equal to all the people. So technological resources are for, even I think you have noticed that during the time of COVID, some students got all the opportunities to study, but there were some students who didn't get any opportunity, even they had no access to the internet. We always say that all these internet and social media are so popular, but many students couldn't do this, and marginalized communities, they are behind in that particular race. Despite these challenges, the integration of technology in a multicultural artistic context holds vast potential. It enables artists to explore new frontiers, build cross-cultural understanding, and contribute to a more inclusive and diverse artistic landscape. In the ever-evolving landscape of 21st century, fostering the arts in a multicultural milieu is both a necessity and an opportunity. With the aid of technology, artists can experiment, collaborate, and share their creations with a global audience. The intersection of the multiculturalism and technology not only enriches artistic expression but also deepens cultural understanding, offering a promising future where the arts serve a vibrant and unifying force in a diverse world. By embracing this fusion, societies can nurture creativity while celebrating the rich tapestry of cultures that makes up our world. I wish a grand success of the 7th International Research Conference of Swami Vipulananda Institute of Aesthetic Studies 2024. And I also wishing you a joyous and blessed Durga Puja. May the Divine Mother empowers you with strength, wisdom, and happiness. Thank you so much. Nandri, Bahumastuti, Dhanyavad.
My sincere thanks to Professor Ankuran Duttar for delivering a very informative and insightful keynote address.